Hi everybody, how are you doing? It is nice to see you. Lilith is not with us tonight, but Juanson should be joining on in any moment. Hello, Rosalita, sweetie. Hello, my beautiful goddess. Love. I just sent you an email with your 2 questions that have been answered, so you should get that shortly if you haven't received it yet. Hello, my beautiful Game On. It is nice to see you. Hi, sweetie. Game On, I will be with you momentarily. I have 3 readings before, and then I'll be with you. Hi, Elaine, sweetie. So just give me a few moments. Hi, Juanson. I'm going to start this off so nobody waits too long. Thank you, everybody, for your donations, my sweet love. And let's go on forward with this. All right. Let me just do this like that and send that message on out. There you go. Hi, Julie. Nice to see you. Yes, Groundhog Day. Oh my dear gosh. Yes. I need spring to arrive. I'm tired of winter. Alrighty, so here you go. Your camera has a black spot. Yeah, I know it does. It's okay. I'm not playing with it. I know. It's actually because of this little thing. Yeah, but if I play with it, I might do things I really don't want to. Oh, there you go. See? There you go. Yeah, I don't believe it. Look, the winter over here always finishes at the same time. may it be the may that little rascal come on out before or not. I always have snow until the month of May. You're mad at the world. The world can be a maddening place sometimes, my love. Hi, Tony, sweetie. Here we go. I'm going to put a timestamp for Mimi. I'm not going to be looking at the chat at this moment. Julie, you're after Mimi, so you're coming on up in just a few moments, sweetie. If Valerie is around, I need Valerie. I do. Is his name Phil? Sweet Lord. I hope he's not like Dr. Phil. Bogus. I'm sorry. If anybody likes Dr. Phil. I haven't watched Dr. Phil in like 10, 15 years, but he seemed like a fake doc. He might be a real doctor, but oh my gosh. Any hoot. There's Valerie. How are you doing, sweetie? Valerie, if you want to post your question, you're going to be up in about 5 minutes, my love. How are you doing, sweetie pie? So we're starting off over here with Mimi and then Julie. So Julie, just let me know if you're still here, sticking around. Valerie and Game On are next. So is everything going to go well? Yes, everything's going to go just quite fine. Everything will go well. Just take yourself a beautiful deep breath. All right. The energy around you actually seems like it's very supportive. It feels like it is good. It feels like the energy you are coming across as being genuine and warm and sincere and a little bit spontaneous. So I feel like the big bosses, including J and A, we'll say A or Al, they see you as very reliable, as very, very steady, not someone trying, too hard. So I'm going to say your natural way of speaking is your strength. No need to perform and no need to impress, my love. So what's going to work into your favor is exactly what you said. Just take it as it is. Now, that relaxed mindset is going to help others feel comfortable with you at the very same time. Now, about work this week. What is happening with work this week for you? Let's go and see. Well, you know what? I'm actually going to have to say, I do feel like it is a little bit smoother. I feel like you're getting out of all those choppy waters, and I feel like it's going to be a little bit smoother. I'm not going to say perfect, but better. I feel like there's less confrontation energy. I feel like there's fewer misunderstandings. I feel like things are moving more quietly and more normally. So nothing explosive or negative is showing up. It's more like it's more of a settling kind of a week where people are focused onto their own things rather than actually watching you. So, I'm going to say you're absolutely right about one thing. Being on high guard all the time is exactly what is draining you. You do not need to be alert at all times 24/7. You're not in danger. You're not doing anything wrong. You can let your shoulders drop, even if just a little bit, okay? That's going to help your energy return all the way back to you, sweetie. So, and I'm very, very happy to hear that, X found a job. That is good. That is one stress that is going to be lifted. And you're going to start to feel the effects of that emotionally also, sweetie. So good for you, my love. Julie, are you here? Thank you, my beautiful Elaine. I will put you onto the list. Where did I put my funny pen? Oh, here it is. Okay, Elaine, I've got you right over here after game on, sweetie. You have time for a snack, if you will. You're going to be up in about 10-15 minutes, love. I'm glad you're feeling better. Okay, let me go and pin this. Thank you, Juanson, for your messages. All right, so here we go for Julie, followed out by Valerie. So Valerie, if you want to post your question, I don't see it. If you want to post your question, you're next, you can do so. Julie, you have 2 questions. The first one. All right, hold on. Okay. I love how aware you're being of the energy versus the physical reality of it all. Now, how do we help his body actually align with a forward moving energy? That's the thing. Let's go see. He's got to work really, really quite hard onto that one. All right. So the key thing here is yourself. You don't need to put more into your shoulders. You don't need to do more. His mind and his emotions are already slowly starting to align. So the body part, the action, the follow through, all of that is going to come when he feels safe, when he feels unpressured, when he feels free to move at his own pace. So what's going to help the alignment the most at this moment is you staying consistent into your warmth and into your calm presence. It's you and him. Well, I'm going to speak about you because he's already kind of, he's the one we got to kick the bomb on. He's the one whose body's got to follow on through. So you need to continue to let things unfold naturally. No pushing, no urgency. As much as we want to push, as much as we want to have that sentiment of urgency, we don't want to play into that field. So you need to trust that the energy that you're already set is enough, because it is ample enough. So I want you to think of it as giving your nervous system that little permission, if you will, to catch up with his heart. Less effort from you actually is going to create more movement, but from him. Now, will he have a session this week? The energy definitely does point him towards going towards a session this week. So I will say a definite yes. I do feel like it's going to be happening onto the Thursday. So I will say there will actually be a session. I do feel like every session he has, there's not a session, although we could, It could be debatable that sometimes some sessions could actually end up hindering or kind of pausing different things, but generally speaking, they do help them to move on forward. And I do continue to see, I do see a little bit of this, you know, stagnation and not moving too much, but I see a lot of release of what has been holding them back. So there's definitely some effort that is being put in. So I'm going to say a positive effect, a positive impact. The therapy continues to gently support his own emotional awareness and how he's showing up into the connection, into the relationship, basically. So what you need to know is that he's still working onto it. He still has a session. He's still going to it every week. And slowly he's building everything. He's making more sense. Therapy is a long-term thing. But you start to make sense, you start to put the connectors to the right place, and one day everything is just okay. You've got the courage, you've got the strength, you're ready to move on forward. Even if not everything is perfect, you've got the right elements, you have the right basic foundation. And he's working on repairing those little screws and those little bolts who fell down. So he's putting the right ones, he's putting them back in place, nice and solid, figuring himself out, working onto himself, putting all those bad things back into the closet, or not even back in the closet, throwing them out into the dumpster. So he's still a little bit resting, but he's definitely working onto himself. So for the moment, everything is moving into the right direction. So even if it does feel like it's subtle, it's little tiny little steps. Sometimes those tiny little steps, they're tiny when we look at them, but for him, it could be a huge step. It could be a gigantic step. But forward movement doesn't always look like it's loud. It doesn't look like it's fast. Sometimes just that quiet alignment. That's it. That's all. So right now, if you want to look at it as he's working behind the scenes, like a theater piece, that red curtain is there. We're just waiting for the red curtain to slowly start opening on up and for the show to begin. I know. Absolutely, sweetie. I know, my sweet love. Hi, Stephanie. Nice to see you, sweetie. Thank you for your cappuccino. Thank you, sweetie. I don't know. You can look online, Google it, sweetie. Google, Yahoo, whatever. Yeah, you'll find all that information, sweetie. It's better than me. I'll more go with my favorite places. So just Google, look at the best places that are good for you, weather, temperature, everything. You'll find what you need. Julie, continue to be strong. It will happen. It is developing itself, sweetie. Um, oh, it's sent via email. I'm so sorry, my love. Let me go into my email. I'm so sorry. Hold on. Game on. Please let us know if you are here. I have you, my beautiful Valerie. Thank you for setting, sweetie. Just let me know, game on, if you are here. Elaine, I know that you're here, but I don't think I received your email yet. So if you do want to send me your email, you are going to be up after game on. So in about 5-6 minutes, sweetie. You do think that he told you that he was in love with you, but he said it quickly. He's so funny. Okay, let me go and see, sweetie. It's cute. It's cute. Okay. Well, that is so cute. He's adorable. Like, he has, Valerie, the most beautiful feelings towards you. It's just that he's so, well, there's like two things with him. He's afraid of making mistakes, and he's not only afraid of making mistakes, but he's also very shy. So it's like a combination of both of them just kind of makes things a little bit slower going. But I get it. I get it. So let's go see what's going on with this. Alrighty. So, we're going to go and look over here. We are currently with our beautiful Valerie. Game on. Elaine and Stephanie are going to be the following readings. All right. So I'm glad that your weekend went well. I knew that it would. The moodiness, it happens. It happens. But you know what? Moodiness often happens when there is a shift in energy. Yeah. Often when there's a shift in energy, moodiness kind of appears. So it makes sense. It makes sense. All right. So about Eric and the show. So the music show. The feelings that you picked up on, oh, they were real. They were real. He does have very strong emotions for you. And what I'm sensing is that he's been letting them kind of come out into a small, almost into an unconscious kind of a way. Like little comments, little tone shifts, little lingering looks. And that, kind of love you, kind of said it really quickly moment was very, very true to his personality, who he is. And when the feeling rises, sometimes it just kind of slips out before his mind can actually catch it. What I'm basically saying is it's like if onto an unconscious level he wanted to say it, but onto the conscious level he wasn't quite prepared for it, but it just kind of came out. That's the way it came. But is he feeling it? He definitely is. Are you going to start to hear that a little bit more often? Yes. Not like it's not something you're going to hear repetitively into the following weeks, but slowly you will, more and more. But the main difference is just going to be more clear. There'll be more profoundness and more secureness with it, more grounding. So he'll actually look into your eyes and say it to you without running 1,000 miles per hour. So he'll take his time. He'll actually verbalize it out towards you, which will make all the difference. You might even hold your hands while saying it. So there could be different type of gestures kind of mixed on in and in combination, so you can truly understand it and feel it and know what he is truly saying. So you should start to see that slowly coming on forward from him. But yeah, you definitely did hear right. I kind of almost feel as though he surprised himself when he said it. Not because he didn't feel it, but because he wasn't necessarily expecting himself to kind of blurt it out into that kind of a way, if you will. So yeah, what you sense truly does align with how he's feeling. It's just, he doesn't say things all that clearly. He doesn't say things all that dramatically neither, but his heart is there and his heart is into the right place. As for his parents, the energy around him still feels like it's nice and positive and warm towards you and the relationship. There's no sense of judgment. There's no sense of distance, which is really important, not because I want to stress you out, but his parents are important into his life. If ever I feel like mom or dad don't like you, I feel like he has, not stayed with people into the past because either mom or dad didn't like them. So you don't have to worry about it because they do like you, but it has happened into the past. The good news over here is that the energy around them is nice and it's positive and it's warm towards you. They feel like you guys are both taking your time. They feel as though you're very respectful towards him. You're very kind and very gentle. They like your energy and they like your vibes. So they do want things to go one step at a time, though. They don't want you to go to the altar tomorrow, but they do like you. So I'm going to say there's no sense of judgment or distance. It's more like a calm confidence that, you know what, you're good for him. And even if you guys haven't been seeing each other all that long, you left a nice, good, solid impression and a long-lasting one. So I'm going to say the overall energy around you and Eric feels like it's growing, no doubt. It feels like it's comfortable, and it feels like it's becoming more and more emotionally safe. So I'm going to say, let's continue onto the same path. I'm going to give you the same advice. Let things continue to unfold naturally. He's opening on up into his own way, and you're reading the energy absolutely correctly. Mm-hmm. Oh, you called me awesome. You're so sweet, Elaine. I appreciate it, my sweetie pie. So continue to have a lovely week until we see each other again. Continue into your beautiful vibes. Continue to let go of those little pieces that are left of that little cold, and just bask into the beautifulness of the beginning of things. Because the beginning, it's a stressful period, but it's also a very important and a very beautiful time. So enjoy it, my love. We are going to go and see Game On. Do we have Game On somewhere around? Because I have not necessarily seen our sweetie pie. It is true, right, Elaine? Like, I mean, we all want things to move really, really quickly, but it's a double-edged sword. When things move too quickly, it's bad, and when things move too slowly, it's bad. I feel like there's a balance that's necessary, but I feel like seizing the moment present is the most important thing in life, and it's very difficult to grasp that idea. I haven't done it yet. I can't say I have. No, I'm always looking towards the future. But I like the concept, and I think that it's a good place to be into. I just haven't been able to activate that yet. Hello, my beautiful Game On. Perfect. Thank you, Watson, and thank you, sweetie pie. Let's go see what's going on with you, my love. You had a job interview today, and they're still interviewing others this week. Are you going to get the job? Oh, no. Oh, no. What is that? You were hooking up with somebody, and they're gone? This isn't, I know, really, right? Juanson, I know, I just don't look. You're so right. You're so right, Juanson. I'm so chat deficient. In life in general, I suck at chats. I'm just not good at them. I don't. I take the main pieces here and there. In my personal life, I reply hours, if not days later. Like, I'm just not a chit-chatty kind of, although I talk all the time. I don't know. Any hoot, here we go. Yeah, just until March. It's a month. It's not too far. So you had a job interview today. How is that going to go? My 3 of Wands are in reverse. My King of Wands is, however, there. There's obstacles to this place, sweetie. Why? You want it. You like it. You want it. I'm going to take some more cards out, but with another deck. I don't see this one going on through for you. I feel like you want it, but I don't see it. It's almost like if there's more than one person who is deciding. Why do I have all these weird cards upside down? It's almost like if there's more than one person who is deciding, and yeah, and it's not working. It's not going into the way that you would like it to. All right. Okay. There we go. So it seems unfair because it's like everything that you've done correctly. Okay, let me just go and take out some more cards and see. I feel like there's one person who wants to give it to you, But then it's like there's something that's missing, or maybe somebody else who's going to be interviewed has something more that you don't have. It could be an experience. It could be something of the such. Yeah, you're just kind of waiting. You're waiting upon a response. I'm going to say no onto this one, my love. Yeah, I'm going to say no. Yeah. Yeah. Well, yes, but it could be, you could be a fantastic match for it, but there's an obstacle along the way. So, and I do know that they do like you, but the obstacle could be somebody who has more experience, maybe somebody who, depending on to the pay at the very same time, there's a little something. I'm basically going to say no, unless this energy changes. I feel like they're going to go with somebody else because either they like somebody else, they like their energy more, or there's something the other person has that you don't have at this moment, experience-wise or pay rise. I hope you do get it, my love. And I'm sure that you'd be a perfect fit for it. But sometimes we're a perfect fit, but they don't choose you. It's what once, it was a really long time ago. I was in university and I went to apply for a job, and they're like, you know, I went for the interview, blah, 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 blah. They call me back and they're like, you know what? You're absolutely perfect for the job, but we can't hire you. I'm like, well, and they're like, yeah, no. Because where we need you into this job, your personality doesn't necessarily fit with the people that are there. Oh, that was interesting. So sometimes it's really about the dynamics that go around also. I don't know, there's a lot of different reasons. Any hoot. I know, you don't come in cheap. No, you're good. You're good. And, you know, you have to pay for good. Thank you, Elaine, for sending on through, sweetie. Okay, so I do have our Wheel of Fortune. I'm on to the second question, love. I do feel like you're going to keep in contact with this person while they're on their way. You are going to see them again. You are going to keep in contact. Yes. It's a definite yes. And when they come back, you're definitely going to see them again. Yeah. That being said, I'm not going to go further off than that because I don't necessarily see if you guys are going to become an item or a couple or anything of the such, but will the connection continue while this person is away? Yes. There will be some type of communication in some type of form, shape, or way. When the person comes on back, you will hear from them again and you will see them again, definitely. So it's a yes onto that one. Good for you, sweetie. He is definitely going to be contacting you back when he gets on back. So good for you, sweetie pie. Let me know if there's anything else I can do for you, sweetie. Good for you. Elaine, my love, let's go and see what's up with you, sweetie pie. Oops. What did I do? Okay. That's what I want to do. Stephanie, you're going to be on up next. Game on. Let me know how it goes with the job. I hope that energy switches on through. And good for you for the love connection. Now I'm not going to be looking. I'm clearly saying I'm not looking into the chat because I'm gone into the emails. Let's go here. Okay. Hold on. Gonna go over over here you have 2 of them, so just 1 second. All right. Let's go see for Elaine. So just 1 little second. I'm going to go and do that. I'm just going to update the list at the same time. I was so confused today. I went to the vet with 2 of my cats and it wasn't even today. No, she's like, your appointment's tomorrow. I'm like, seriously? I took a half an hour to come down here with 2 of my kitties. Stressed one out. Pixel, she doesn't like to go into a carrying case. And it's tomorrow. I've never been so early for an appointment. Sweet Lord. Okay, here we go. So Elaine, you're next, and the list is good and dandy. Nothing to change with it. All right. There's 3 questions. I have all of them. I do, my love. Yeah, honestly, I'm always late or really right on time. Like today, I was right on time. My appointment was at 2 o'clock. I was there at 2 o'clock. Just the wrong day. Okay, so here we go. Just 1 second. I have a frozen page. Okay, so we're going to do this. And we're going to unfreeze my page. Hold on. I just want to put all of my questions at the same place so I don't have to go through 2 different emails. And sweet Lord. Okay. Perfect. Let's go see. We're going to go with this little one over here. So question number 1. I'm not going to mention what it is. You know what it is. You want to know the current energy upon the weekend. Okay. Right now, I feel like your energy and emotionally and mentally looks like this. When the type of issues that you've had like this weekend, when they kind of arise, if you will, there's like a high stress and like a hyper alert kind of a thinking that kicks on in. Now, I feel like you go into a protection mode, and that causes overthinking, feeling watched, feeling targeted, feeling treated unfairly, seeing different patterns where maybe sometimes it's just a coincidence, ego defensiveness, not arrogance. This is really just a question of self-protection. Mental overload, not a weakness. So it's like if your head feels clouded because you're processing way too much at the same time, that overloading. But again, that is not failure or character or intelligence. It's really just the mental overload. Sometimes when we feel that people are jealous and kind of just want to tear you down is a common stress response. Especially when you're talented and you're very driven, when you feel unsafe and when you feel cornered, and when authority or systems are involved. Now, that doesn't mean that people are actually conspiring against you. It's just that, like scammers emailing you or calling you is unfortunately very common, but it's not personal. I get some in my junk email. I think I get 20 of them a day. They're all scams. But it doesn't mean that you're being singled out because of your talent. So the key thing, the key grounding truth into all of this is that this is stress that is combined in with like fear and uncertainty that is talking, but it's not proof that you're being betrayed on any sides whatsoever. It's really a little bit, you can chop it all down to a mechanism of defense, if you will. Why you don't feel inspired by why anymore, I'm going to say that's actually just a good thing. That just means that you're slowly letting this person go. It's a very healthy psychological shift, if you will. Nothing wrong with that. I'm actually going to have to say that your inspiration just changes, as you're growing. I feel like maybe you've outgrown the role that why has played into your life. And when your mom mentioned why and it didn't hit your core, that means that you're turning inward. It means that you're relying less on external figures. It means that you're learning to define yourself rather than mirroring somebody else. Again, that doesn't mean, that it doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with why. It doesn't mean nothing of the such. It just means that you no longer need her strength as a reference point. You are good within yourself. Just you. You don't need to think about her, don't need to reach out, don't need to understand. Just you. You're good. And growth often feels a little bit emotionally quiet, doesn't feel like it's excitement. As for the Mr. Chang, he's got a very common name, doesn't he, for that? Well, maybe not for that, but yeah. I don't know. He makes me want to eat some rolls. I don't know. My brain has got issues today. Let's ground this. All right, sweetie. Is this person like true? Yeah, this person is true. Okay, this person to the first meeting is going to be listening to your version of the events. They need to figure out what is written into the report. How did you see things, right? What is your declaration, if you will? So they're going to listen to the version of the events. They're going to explain the position clearly. They're going to tell you what matters legally and what doesn't. And that's actually going to help reduce the panic by giving a little bit more structure around it all. So if you're wondering if this person is real, yeah, this person is real. I do believe that they are licensed, regulated. They're assigned onto their availability and everything of the such. So I don't feel like you have to doubt about this person. Now, is this person going to help you? Well, I mean, this person's job is not to judge you. This person's job is to protect your legal rights, to guide you step by step, and to tell you, what not to worry about. Is this person going to help you all together? I feel as though they will if you want them to. However, I don't necessarily feel that, the case is not something... if you want to go through with it, they kind of have to. It's their job. They're paid by, however, it's not something, it's not a big thing. It's a big thing for you because you lived it and everything as such, but into a certain amount of procedures, it's not a big thing. It's an in and out kind of a thing. So I'm going to say, not a problem. I do believe that, if you do want to help, this person can definitely help you. Yeah. So I'll say yes upon that, sweetie pie. So what's going to matter the most for you at this moment is to know that you're overstimulated and you're exhausted. Your mind is trying to regain control. What's going to help today is to write down your facts, no interpretations, to be ready for the meeting. Sleep well, replay different type of scenarios, make sure it's clear and precise into your mind, and really just let, Mr. Chang handle whatever, needs to be done onto that point. It is my pleasure, sweetie. Stephanie. Here we go. How are you doing, sweetie pie? I'm going to put you, it is my pleasure, my beautiful Elaine. I'm going to put you a timestamp. So let's go see. Okay. And Juanson, I might just be with you after. I'm going to go and validate right away before giving a timestamp. So just give me a second. I'm going to put a timestamp for Stephanie. So far, so good, Juanson. You know what's up, Juanson. Do not ask, I can't even keep up with the names, sweet Lord. Okay, so Stephanie is going to be at 4130. How are you doing, my love? Here we go. So, feelings towards you, what are the things he wishes he could say or express to you, but he holds back out of fear? Absolutely. Let's go and see this. So we're going to start on off with the feelings and intentions towards you. We're going to move on forward with this little deck. Juanson, I'll put you to rest soon. I'll put you to rest. Ah, yes. All right. Okay, we do have our Page of Pentacles. We do have our Queen of Pentacles. We do also have our Nine of Swords. For the moment, what I feel mostly is emotional conflict and hesitation. I feel like he's torn. He's not numb to the situation, but that hurt. But he is torn. I feel like he's torn. I feel like he's undecided. So there is avoidance, but not because there's a lack of feeling, but fear of making the wrong move. So he kind of keeps those thoughts inside rather than actually expressing them. So I'm going to say at this moment, I feel as though his emotional state altogether is about him keeping his silence, but in order to protect himself. And not protect himself from you. It's not because you're bad or you're going to do something. It's him protecting himself with his own feelings and the way his vulnerability and his insecurities and all that stuff. So that's what I mean by that. For the moment, so I'm basically going to say his intentions very much, honestly, emotional conflict, hesitation. We want, but we don't. It's a yes and it's a no at the same time. So the intentions are still into the way of, yeah, we can move on forward, but I'm still not ready. So he's into a place where he hasn't changed all that much. Now, what he feels but doesn't say. He has a lot. He has a lot of curiosity and a lot of emotional interest that for him feels unsafe to express. There's a fear of appearing kind of vulnerable and sometimes a little bit misunderstood. I am sorry, guys. That is the weirdest thing. There's a subscriber who is contacting me through Google. I don't even know how. I don't even know what software. I don't know what. It's like the 5th time they try to call me today. It's very, very weird. Anywho, I'll write to you. I'll let you know, Juanson, who it is. You know who it is. Sorry, I put the phone on mute. That being said, sweetie, what I was trying to say to you is I feel like he has a lot of curiosity and he has a lot of emotional interest, but he personally feels like it's unsafe to express. There's like a fear of appearing vulnerable and there's a fear of appearing misunderstood. There's a worry that his feelings might not be welcomed or might just kind of even complicate things. So what I feel he would like to say emotionally, not literally, is I feel something and I just don't quite know what to do with it yet. Just don't know. Now, why does he hold back? I feel like he holds back a lot because of emotional fatigue. He's very guarded because of past emotional strain, and that includes the breakup that you guys had. He doesn't trust his timing and doesn't always necessarily trust his own emotional readiness. So his fear lies into rejection, in being a rebound, in hurting himself more, or even hurting you into some type, always into an emotional way. So this is about self-protection. It really has nothing to do with any type of manipulation altogether. So for the moment, his intentions towards you are no rush, no clear plan, no active pursuit. And this doesn't mean that there's no interest. It just means that there's a lot of uncertainty and that outweighs his actions at this moment. Now the most important thing, let's go towards the messages. Four Wands. It's like if he wants you to know into his message towards you that not everything needs to be known at this moment. That his silence doesn't equal any type of rejection. That your power is not into over-interpreting anything. At this moment in time, he is shown as somebody who is very torn, is his message towards you. We have a want and a desire to be together, to spend time together, to have great, beautiful moments. But we're also so very much afraid that there would be another breakup or some type of ending or problem or conflict. And that stops us from being into this celebratory kind of phase. 10 of Pentacles, deep down inside into his soul. He knows very, very well that you could bring him a lot of abundance, a lot of love, a lot of togetherness, a lot of a beautiful future together. So he's definitely going to have to work onto himself, sweetie pie. A good night, sweetie. I'm gonna come and see over here our beautiful, our dear Juanson. Let me just. Where are you, Juanson? I don't see. Where are you onto my list? Sweet Lord. I think I need to refresh. Something's wrong. Oh my God, there you go. I gotcha. Okay. Just 1 second. Oh, you can declare that we're closed, sweetie pie. Juanson, by the way. I'm almost done with my message. Okay, coming to see you now. I'm done with my very long message. Okay, so as you read that, I'm going to go and get your questions. It's just very strange. I don't know, Hanson. And I know it's things like, is this person cheating on me? What are they doing? So on, so on. Like, it's just weird. It's just very strange. All right. When are you going to audition for the America's Got Talent, sweetie? Okay, someday, hopefully. All right. I'm going back into your reading. I'm leaving this discussion. I'm leaving it. I'm leaving it. Okay. Sweet Lord, I hope she doesn't end up calling at like 4 o'clock in the morning. You're so funny. I so want to go on vacay with you. I know, sweetie Stephanie. I feel you. I do. I really do. I think there's a lot of men out there who don't put the effort. There's women too. I'm not going to put all the men in one section, women in the other. I'm not for sexism at all. But generally speaking, I'm sorry, Quantin and all the men out there. There's a tendency of men not doing things, like not moving forward, not being proactive, sticking into their zone, sticking into their head, complicating our lives. That's all I have to say. Sorry, Watson, and all the other men who don't do that. I'm just stating what Stephanie and I are thinking into a nice, polite kind of a way. You can... All right, Watson, here we go. Well, she still loves him, but you could definitely, do a little tap behind the head, maybe. Knock a little bit of sense into him. My dear gosh. All right. Here we go. Current emotional state. What do we've got? You know what? I've got you being... By the way, talking about current where's the turtles? I haven't seen the turtles in a long time. Please show me the turtles soon. I feel like you're emotionally sensitive. I feel like you're very open. You're very compassionate, other than the fact that you want to bop people behind the head. I feel like you're in tune with others' feelings, but you're also very much in tune with your own heart. So you feel deeply, you absorb a lot of attention from people and relationships around you. So make sure that you don't absorb too much of it. And if you are, just make sure that you're going to absorb the good stuff. All right? Don't overextend yourself emotionally is the advice from Spirit, is what I'm getting. Personally speaking, romantically speaking, I'm going to say I feel as though with this moment things are gentle, balanced. I feel like things are going well. Yeah, we could focus more onto, opening on up, authentic communications with maybe people that you think are really good. There must be somebody really good looking where you work. But that being said, you're looking for respect. You're not looking for grand gestures. You're looking for something beautiful. So I'm going to say the energy is surrounding you. It is around you, but it hasn't quite arrived towards you. So just make sure that you're open to accept that energy whenever it does come on through. I do want you to be careful for different type of challenges or blockages, for miscommunication, fear, vulnerability, people holding on back. Be careful for overthinking and assumptions also. So I feel like, generally speaking, I feel like your momentum is building and you're driving towards your goals. You have more confidence, more determination, more focus, and all of those things are going to help you overcome little different obstacles along the way. I'm not saying there's big mountains along the way, little obstacles, little pebbles, all right? You might feel a little pressure here and there, but that's all part of the growth, sweetie. So I'm going to say you could be feeling some delays into the following week or two, some frustrations, but things are going to be okay, sweetie. How's Elizabeth doing? What's up? What is that? It doesn't even fit there. An imposter. All right. Oh, Elizabeth's sad. She's sad today. Things aren't going in her way. She was upset. She was screaming at Chandelier Man. Yeah, like he's not bringing in the money. He's not taking care of what he needs to do. Yeah, she's upset. She's very upset with him. He's being whole. Yeah, let's put it that way. She's upset. She's not happy with him. No. It has nothing to do with you, but she's upset at him. That's okay. Well, it's okay. It's not okay, but it is okay. You know what I mean. Towards you. She still thinks about you, still thinks about those times spent together, and she would like to have them again or get her temper, and she would like to be able to balance things out. Even if it's not into a work-related kind of a place, she'd like to spend more time with you. Or reconnect anyhow. let's go over here. For an angel and oracle. I know, right? All right, so let's go with an angel. Let's go with an oracle message for you. Angel message. This message speaks to moments when you wonder if your presence ever mattered, or if the love that you gave disappeared into nothing. It didn't. What you shared had meaning, even if it quietly showed. An oracle message. You have been strong for very long. You may laugh it off, but part of you truly misses feelings of feeling emotionally connected. Your message here is it is okay to miss love. It is okay to want reassurance. Wanting warmth doesn't make you weak or dependent. And love messages. You never felt like too much. I do think about you every single day. I miss the time that we used to spend together. I wonder sometimes, do you think about me also? Did you get it onto your last reading too? I don't remember that. I do not. Honestly, my beautiful Stephanie, he is into a place, honestly, like this man is so conflicted. He wants, but he's afraid. He wants, but he's afraid. We just got to hope that he starts, moving his little bonbon, taking away all the fears and all his ego and all that stuff, and just moves on forward towards you. If he could just open up his eyes and just realize who he has, that is ready to love him and to take care of him and to give him the best of everything. If only he can give you the exact same thing. He just has to let go of all of his issues. He does want you and he does love you, sweetie. He just has problems, but hopefully he'll work through them. He is trying to work through them, so hopefully he'll work through them at a quick enough space so, you'll wait for him along the way. I know. That being said, my beautiful loves, I am sending much love out to every single one of you beautiful souls. We'll see each other tomorrow, same place, same time. And take care of yourselves and be careful for those pages and vice versa for the women too. See you tomorrow.